Okay, so about 5 months ago, Nexigo sent me this N970P webcam, and I did a full review on the camera back then, but I wanted to give a 5-month update. So don't consider this like a full review because I've already done that. And if you want to see the features of this webcam and see what it's capable of, you can check out my full review of the webcam. Today I just wanted to give an update and talk about the things that I really like about this webcam, and the thing that I wish I would have done differently in the initial review is gone with a completely different set of colors in the color settings that I used.
This is pretty much the worst video ever made.
Sometimes we make artistic decisions and in the moment, and recently thereafter it seems like a good idea, but then you look back on things a month later and think, what was I thinking? And that's an instance where it was one of those things where, what was I thinking? I tried to go for this like warm look, but I had a really bad angle and bad backdrop, and
Shut up. Shut your ugly old time ancient ass up.
I'm just not happy with how that video turned out. But I think that it shows the strength of this camera in how much control you do have over the colors and over the pictures, because between setting everything with the remote, which I covered in that video, and the Nexigo software, you can really get some different looks that you can go for in the color settings of the camera. So I'm a lot happier with this picture. I say that now. I'll probably change my mind in a week or so, but the beauty of it is I can use the Nexigo software and this remote to reconfigure all of the colors on the fly and save them and bring up different profiles as needed. And I love that about the camera. And my absolute favorite thing about the webcam is just the picture quality. And right now I'm recording this at 4K, and it can record up to 30 frames per second in 4K. And I'm just really blown away by the picture quality of this webcam. And for a webcam, I think this thing looks just absolutely amazing. I'm not going to say that this is the best webcam on the market, but it is hands down the best webcam I have ever personally come across. I've not had a chance to stack it up against like the Elgato face cam, I think it is, but I think that this thing is hands down a contender, if not a better webcam, period. I've stacked it up against the Logitech Brio, and this thing stomps a hole right through the Brio. It's just insane. And since I mainly do product reviews on this channel, this camera has become my top-down unboxing camera because it's just easy to use. It's lightweight. It has a great picture. I can point the camera down at my desk and do an unboxing and, you know, have it ready to go right at my computer, and I don't have to move a camera around or set anything up on a tripod or anything like that. It's just amazing for that. So there are a few features of this webcam that I'm personally never going to use. For example, the auto framing feature, and I went over all of these features in my original review video for this camera. But like I said, the auto framing feature, that's something I'm personally never going to use. This camera was actually designed to be a conference room webcam, but I've found a lot of value in the camera just because of the image quality in using it for a YouTube production camera, and it's done a really good job. There are some things that I don't care for, but it's not the fault of the camera. It's the camera is doing what it's designed to do. For example, I use this camera a lot. This is the Nexigo N970P, and I am a big fan of this camera because I can actually use this to do macro shots with it because it has a I can control the focus on this camera. The Nexigo N970P, again, it's doing what it's designed to do, but there's no focus control. And once you get, say, I think it's like maybe this close, you know, you're going to see that items are going to become blurry, and because it's just too close for the camera to focus on them. And once you get about here and further away, everything's in focus. So it's a fixed focus camera. It is what it is, and it does what it's designed to do. So I can't fault that. I'm just throwing out, some personal preferences, some things that I wish that it did, but again, it's not the fault of the camera. I do love the massive sensor on this camera, and because of that massive sensor, let me back up a little bit. It's a massive sensor for a webcam. I think I don't have the data right in front of me right now, but it's like a 1/2.8 inch sensor. And that's pretty massive. That's pretty close to a 1/2 inch sensor. That's gigantic for a webcam. In camera world, that's not that big, but in webcam world, that is massive. And I don't know of a bigger webcam sensor on the market than this one right here. So if there's one out there, I'd love to see it. And another thing that I really love about this camera is that it comes with this really long USB cable. I know that I said that it was designed as a conference room camera, but I'm using it for YouTube production, and having that really long cable is super handy. And to wrap up, I really can't say enough good things about this camera. I just wanted to do a 5-month follow-up, and sorry this video is not a lot more polished. This is just an off-the-cuff thing. I've been really busy lately, and YouTube has kind of been on the back burner, but I've been meaning to make this video sooner. I just haven't had time. Nexigo, I will point out that I am a bit of a Nexigo fanboy. I'm not obligated to say anything nice about this camera or any of their products, and as a matter of fact, I have given them bad reviews before. And why I like Nexigo so much is because I gave one of their cameras a bad review, and rather than destroy the working relationship, they improve the firmware and improve the product. So I love companies like that. But I'm going to wrap this one up here. I can't really say much else about the camera than I love it, and I'm really happy with this camera, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.